My parents are originally from Falmouth, Cornwall, England. They met when they were, I believe it was 17 and 18 years old. My father played English football, and he had played with his brothers, and my mom's brother also played football. So she would go to the games. They took date squares one day. You know where the story's going. And my mother was passing them around, and she offered my dad a date square, and he said, "I'd rather have a date." And it was 69 years they were married. I have two sisters, Carolyn, and I have a younger sister who is 10 years younger. So hence Rafi's Girls. When we do the walk, it's Rafi's Girls. He's always been surrounded with girls. When they were in their 80s, they were living in an apartment on the mountain in Hamilton. My mom started showing signs of dementia. Things were getting unsafe there. My father took very good care of her, even though he was 93 at the time, but it was just getting too much for him. His health wasn't good. We had her on the list for long-term care, and we were seeking a place on the mountain. So we didn't have St. Joseph's Villa on the list. So they offered us a transition because she was not able to go back to the retirement home. So she moved down here, and within a couple weeks, my dad had a fall and a heart attack. And within 2 weeks, they deemed him palliative. Mom was still here in the transitional unit, and I started to do some calls to try and find out about hospice. Coming down to visit Mom here, we noticed that there was a hospice right in the backyard. Margaret's place. I made a call. I spoke to a lovely lady and said that Mom was here, and was there any chance of getting Dad in hospice? We didn't want him dying in the hospital. It just wasn't the right place for him. They made a spot for Dad. They let him go into the respite room. So he had the whole entire wing to ourselves. He was admitted on the Friday and passed away on the Monday. While he was in Margaret's place, we were able to come over and get Mom and take her to Margaret's place. And we sat outside, listened to the birds. My sister played the piano, and we sang hymns. It was just such a great thing, having the hospice there and having the long-term here. We were able to go back and forth. I can't believe the surroundings with the glass doors and it being on the valley and the deer and the birds. It's almost like they were planted there because it is a very surreal surrounding. You have to be a certain kind of person to work in a hospice. I don't know how they do it. They're there when you need them, and they let you have your time when you need that as well. Nothing was too much problem. Anything we can get. We were able to stay over with Dad if we needed to. So we are thrilled that Mom is here. Staff in both places were amazing. It was very difficult for us to give up the reins. We're a family of doers. So it was difficult at first to realize that they were in good hands, but they are in good hands. The staff here are always there when Mom needs something. And even when I say, "Oh, I hope she didn't keep anybody up last night," they say, you know, nothing's too much for them. They treat her like family. So I can't say enough about them.